Namaskaram to all the young people who have gathered at the YouthConnekt Africa, bringing youth together and giving them a platform from which they can create a positive impact in the world is an essential and much-needed work. My respects to Oli Kita, the Executive Director, for leading this platform. Youth is a time of high energy, so if anything constructive has to happen in the world, it can only happen with the participation of the youth. Africa has the youngest population on the planet, with 70% of the people in the African continent are under 30 years of age. So this is a wonderful opportunity for the youth of Africa to take the lead, not just in Africa but in the world. Right now, one of the biggest challenges humanity is facing is soil extinction. Especially Africa faces a very severe threat because on an average, the organic content of the soil in Africa is 0.3%. If we have to call soil as soil, we need a minimum of 3% organic content. So African soil on an average is way below that. All of you must be aware that many nations in Africa are facing the threat of famine. Famine is not a simple situation. Famine is the most horrendous way for human beings to end their life. If we want to avoid this, we must act now. We are ready to support the governments in whichever way we can to make this happen. We have come up with a three-pronged strategy of how to revitalize soil. We have created handbooks for every nation in the world, which can serve as a guide for governments in implementing this. I have been to Africa several times and I have seen the soil and the land there. What was once the most fertile land on the planet unfortunately has degenerated in a huge way. It has tremendous potential. It can be turned into the breadbasket of the world if we ensure that there is rich living soil in the African continent. In the last few centuries, the people of Africa have been through much pain and anguish. It is time we turn this around. The first step is to revitalize the soil, because without healthy soil, you cannot have healthy people and healthy life on this planet. If we have to do this, it is the youth which has to come awake to this problem and the solutions first, because without the energy of the youth, these problems shall not be solved. My best wishes to all of you in making this happen at Africa Connect. I am with you. My best wishes and blessings to every one of you. Namaskaram.